Good morning. How y'all doing? Come here, Frankie. Say hi. Oh, look at your dirty feet. Okay, come on. Come on, jump. I really do have a dog. Come here. You want to come say hi? You want to come say hi? Hello. Come here so they know I'm not just talking to myself. Come here. Jump. Good morning. Hi. Hi. I know. We went outside and ended up talking to a neighbor more than walk. And that one is probably not very happy about it. Oh my God. How did you get dirty feet? Thought we wiped those off. He must have slipped outside. Dang it. Oh well. Thank goodness I decided a couple years ago that my best approach to keeping my nerves down was to just put a sheet over my bed and an extra pillow over my pillow so that when he comes in dirty and wet, I don't have to sweat it. I gave up having a pretty bedroom, but I guess I'd rather have a dog that jumps up on my bed and isn't as scared of me than have a beautiful bedspread. I have a beautiful bedspread. It's packed away somewhere. What I'm using is nice and comfy. It's just not gorgeous, darling. Oh well, big deal. So, what do we talk about today? Well, I wanted to talk about journaling. You know, a lot of people have diaries, Dear Diary, and they're just talking about their day and their experience and their observations. And that got very popular many years ago. Because before that, the only people who could do it were very educated people. Not everybody knew how to read, let alone write. So, there are some people who were encouraged and did follow through with recording life events as they were happening on a daily basis, weather, social interactions, societal norms. Excuse me, gosh. Deviancy from social norms. Special events. It's been one of the things that's really helped figure out cultural changes and thank goodness for that. But then there was a big movement years ago that had people doing Dear Diary, change the word up to journaling for therapeutic reasons. Ugh. Problem is, kind of like affirmations, journaling doesn't work for everybody. Matter of fact, it works for less people than it does do good things for. A lot of times, it's kind of like when people say, vent, talk about it. It's just not necessary to do that. Matter of fact, it can upset you more than not upset you. And what was interesting is that it doesn't always help people change. Now, if you're doing a format, if you finally have a way to outline, if you write down, for example, more in almost bullet points, what it is you're mad at. And you can make a list if you want to, but try to keep it simple and get the biggest things out. Then the next thing I do is then write, what am I afraid of? So I'm going to just write one thing that I'm mad about. Oopsie. Oh, I'm mad at that. Just okay, hold on, I got another one. Oh my goodness sakes. I've taken the insides of one and putting it in this one because I like how this one works. If it'll work. There we go. So I'm mad at my husband for, I don't know, whatever. Or I'm mad at my dog, or I'm mad at my neighbor because she spent more time with someone else, or I'm mad because nobody came to my party, or I'm mad because I got caught in traffic and was late to the doctor's and had to reschedule. I'm mad. Okay, so pick one. Just pick one. Like that's... Or maybe not no one came to your party, but so-and-so didn't come to your party. Or the landscapers didn't show up again. And now you're mad. Some people get really mad about certain things and not other things. So no judgment, right? I'll get mad over just being overwhelmed with little details. But when it's a big crisis, for some reason I can stay calm. So we all have our thing, right? You know, it's about progress, not perfection. That's what I have learned. So slow down. No judgments. So I like the so-and-so didn't show up to my party, or no one showed up, or hardly anybody showed up, or whatever, because that's a big thing. It creates a lot of anxiety for many people to have a party. I know it used to. I used to party all the time, and then when I got sober, it just felt too awkward. I didn't do it for many moons. Let's see. Okay, so I'm mad the party didn't go as planned. So now the next step would be, what am I afraid of? I'm afraid that I'll look like a loser. I'm afraid that nobody will ever come to any gatherings in the future. I'm afraid that I'm not in the in group. Right? Just write down everything that you're afraid of. Now, sometimes that's enough to make me feel better right there. And I'm feeling calmer and more validated in my mind's eye that I'm realizing why I'm so upset. It's like, yeah, I am afraid of those things. But I'm not going to give up there. Now, it's about taking each one of those items and looking at it and saying, I'm afraid nobody will come to my future parties. So then I say, do I really want to have future parties? How many parties do I want to have? How many people do I need to come to my parties? Am I offering what other people would want to come to a party? Do I need to send out a poll to find out what day or what kind of events would be more pleasing to the people that I'm inviting? Do I really have a lot in common with them, or why am I inviting each one of those people? Why did I invite them to my party? Come up with a reason. Because maybe those reasons aren't what I thought they were. Way too sticky. Sometimes I have to go even further and write down what I could do instead if I really want to experiment with continuing to have a party. And then write down my expectations for my next party. And then double check the expectations with the invite list and what I have to offer. I like that one because I'm not very social. And so that's something like when I plan a party, I try to keep my expectations very simple and self-pleasing. So I like getting to know some of my lady friends better and bonding, because I'm getting older now and I do not want to grow old and alone. I want to have friends. So I want a little more than acquaintances. They don't have to be like best friends, but just a little more than acquaintances. You know, someone to go shopping with, someone to go out to eat with once in a while. Someone to vent to once in a while if the timing's right. And people are entertaining. I love hearing their stories. Like I said, I was talking to my neighbor. What a lovely man. What a lovely man. What a lovely couple, he and his wife. Aww. Her health has gone downhill. My neighborhood is full of lovely people and stories. We have several men in our neighborhood who have they're taking good care of their wives. And you know, who knows what's going on behind closed doors, but I know what they're saying in public, and that's pretty cool. Very, very cool. I know I've had to do a lot of journaling around being a caretaker, and I can tell you, it's a lot of work, it's a lot of dedication, and it's a lot of come to Jesus. That's the truth. The word commitment comes to mind. I can tell you that it's taken me many decades, my entire life, to be less self-centered, self-motivated, and allow myself to be other-motivated and other-centered at times. Not completely, but, that vacillation between doing too much to win them over and then not doing enough to keep them, or doing just enough and feel like it's fair and then turn around and be like, this is too hard. I got to get out of here, because I didn't know how to make a true commitment of, when it got hard for me, staying just wasn't an option, right? That's just the honest truth. To learn what commitment means and how it looks and how it feels wasn't something I was brought up with. I had no idea what commitment looked like. So when I would hear about it, I thought it meant commitment. I didn't realize it meant committed. And the reason I'm bringing that up is I've noticed that people have, based on how they were raised, based on how their brain works, have different feelings about being committed. Being committed. Anyway, if we get cut off, it's because my first client's trying to call through, and then I will not get back on because I need to get to work. But I just I hadn't touched base and said hello for a while, so I thought, oh, this is, my neighbor got me thinking about, when I was younger, I had regrets about how I was so work focused and survival focused. I mean, I was one of those career women, and I didn't realize, the time and effort that it takes to have the kind of relationship I thought I wanted just didn't match up to what I was willing to commit to. It just was not. Everything had to be my way or the highway. And I've noticed that a lot of people have a certain level of that going on. If it's not as blatant as mine was, it can be a lower or look a little different, where some people call it feminism. I'm a feminist, so they will do or won't do certain things for a relationship, and they'll draw a line in the sand. And it's kind of like, there is room for negotiation sometimes if you really work hard at it, and your soul won't totally reject it. And then you'll find out, wow, I enjoy giving this part of me. Sometimes it works out beautifully. I'm one of those people. I had no idea how much I would enjoy working from home. No idea how much I would love having the ability to have time off from work and putts in my yard, keep my house up. I've never owned a house before. I always thought owning a house made absolutely no sense. None. The only reason I got a house was because I realized that I had had way too many experiences with landlords raising rent. And by a lot. And it wasn't that I was going to go hungry paying for it. It's that it was offensive. It's like, I'm a good neighbor, and you're raising my rent $100, $150, $200, $250 a month for another year contract if I want to stay living here. But yet you let Mr. and Mrs. Johnson move in for $250 less than I'm paying right now, and then you want me to raise it another $200, $250 a month. I was like, how does this work that I'm living in the same floor plan as someone else at $500 difference? It just had happened too many times. And then we were warming up to all of the different violence, and then getting locked down into the COVID thing. See, I started buying the house in 2018, I think. So some things were coming together right about the same time when I was considering a purchase. And then things happened. I thought, there's no way I'm going to be caught not having my own property. So I could put up cameras, and I could start a garden and stuff like that. Okay, I got a little bit of tea here. I'm going to open this up. I'm so excited. Yeah, I did some shopping therapy, and I decided I needed some new black shirts. They're getting all pilly. I've had these for years. There's a little black t-shirt. It almost looks dark brown on the camera, but it looks black with my eyeballs. It's a little short. You know, make sure, this is something I do. I'm like, oh, I like that neck. I don't like things that come up on my wobble neck. You know, the t-shirts will come right here, and sometimes they pull down, and then it feels like it's kind of just choking me a little tight. So I like V-necks or the drop neck where it's modest. And I thought, oh, that's modest, and it has that half sleeve. I love that. It'll cover up the arms there. It makes me feel more confident. But I didn't realize until after I pulled the trigger that it's very short. So, looks like I'll keep it. Kind of small. Oh my God, that's really small. Ooh, I better try that on before I keep it. Dang it. Okay. Yeah, Temu is a lot of fun to shop with. But I almost always make sure I don't pull the... Frankie, quit. Frankie. Enough. Good boy. I almost always make sure that before I pull the trigger, it's coming from China instead of local warehouse. That is $2.99, $3 each item. Okay, so this is a baggy shirt. I was hoping this would be dropped down a little bit more. On some people, it looked like it dropped down pretty good. And on other people, it looked like it was too high. So, I don't know. I'm hoping this is going to be... I bought some baggy pants. I did try to do a video for you, but I think a phone call messed it up. And yeah, this will be just fine. I got a package of 2. A black one? No, that's navy blue. Navy blue and brown. Yeah. Well, I have a pair of navy blue pants that I wear that I don't have anything to go with them. And so I thought, well, I'll see if this shirt matches that, or I can mix navy blue with I could wear it with jeans, I guess. Navy blue isn't real useful to me. I have navy blue pants, but I got them because they were on sale, and I can wear them to work and nobody sees them. I can wear them with a black t-shirt. Nobody cares. What is this? Let's see. Ooh, this is my oven liner. That looks too small, so I'll put them side by side. They were next to nothing. Next to nothing. If I had ordered them through local warehouse, they would have been a little more. That was 2 for $2.50, and the other ones were, maybe they were a little bigger, maybe they would have been the perfect size, but they were at least $2.50 a piece and $3 for shipping. So, oh, and here's these other shirts, I think. What is this? What is this? Oh, dang it. I hate it when you buy a t-shirt. Got it for the spouse. But it's slippery. It's not cotton. Ugh. Nobody in the reviews said, what do you think of that? Oh, that's terrible. I think it's a hoot, but I think it's too small for him. We'll see. What are you gonna do? I don't know. I don't know. What else? What else could this be? What could this be? All right. Have you got anything from Tea Room? Oh, yeah. I got some address labels. Yay. And they look good. It's like, I don't know, a whole bunch of them for probably $2. You can't beat that. And no shipping. I used to always use Vistaprint when I was younger, and now the last several years I don't use Vistaprint for that kind of, for address labels. I use Team. Okay. What's this? I think this is their earrings. I don't want to mess this up. Okay, I don't get jewelry from them very often because my skin chemicals eat up metal. Other people say, oh, I swim in them. I haven't taken them out for months. And I've done that before. I haven't taken them out. And when I finally took them out, thinking, oh, I'll wash them, polish them up, just because I'm doing a facial or something, take them out and they'll be like almost rusty. I was like, oh my God, I was walking around with that. But I thought these will be a one and done kind of thing. They were like 79 cents. Look at those old. And I got them because people said, oh, they're so light. And every once in a while, I just want to wear something that's not going to make my earlobes, go back and forth. If they're really light, they don't go back and forth like that. So I'm going to wear these and see if they sting my ears after a while. That'll be interesting. Ooh, more ovens. Yay. You know what? When you line your ovens, you don't have to worry about so much cleanup. Oh, here's another t-shirt. I think that's hilarious. But it's that slick material again. What a shame. Probably have to send them back. It did. If I got them for me, I guess I would have to send them back. Because they're just, nobody wants that fabric. What a shame. Shame. Why are people making t-shirts out of plastic? Okay, so a great big, I have a pair of white baggy gauzy pants I got from Temu, and I needed a white shirt to wear with them. Oversized, great big thing. But sometimes I just like that old hippie guru look. The neck's too low, so I'll have to wear a white t-shirt under it. Big deal. I have a white tank top. Okay, there's that. Yeah, I'll wear that. I don't look great in white, but sometimes I just feel like wearing it. I don't care. Now, this is one of my favorite things. I know what this is because I bought 2 of them, and I opened one last night to take to my ladies group. I'm the treasurer there, and I want to organize. I don't normally keep books for other people, and I keep books for myself in a very scattered way. But to put down money that we spend things on and money that we intake, contributions, need to keep track of that. And so this is a giant checkbook. And for those who have never used a checkbook before, it had on the inside cover, it tells you how to do it. So I'm sharing this with I'm the backup treasurer. So we're going to do this together. Hopefully. I'm very excited about that. And I bought myself another fan for my purse. Look at this beauty. It's an interesting type of paper. Like a mix between a paper and a fabric. I really like it. It closes up nice and tight so I can have it in my purse. Oh, I bought a backup. This is a little bit different style. This one is very thin wood. Isn't that pretty? Look at the little flowers on it. Oh, that's nice too. Now, it doesn't close up as nice and tight, so it really does need some kind of little rubber band around it. Otherwise, it's going to be a mess in no time at all. Oh, and I got another cigarette snuffer. Now, if you smoke, but you don't smoke very often, or you don't smoke very much, like you could smoke 1 cigarette for hours if you were able to just take 1 or 2 drags off of it. This is really handy. What you do is, I'm not promoting smoking. I'm just saying, if you haven't been able to quit or don't want to quit, you smoke, but then when you're done taking like 2 or 3 puffs off of it, then just lay your cigarette in here, just the fireside in here, and it'll snuff it out. And then later in the day, or that night, or the next day, you can go back and take another puffs off of it. So a cigarette's going to last you a really long time. Just because you smoke doesn't mean you have to over smoke. Now, there are some people that doesn't work for, but there are some people it absolutely does work for. All right, y'all. I'm going to get into the office. I'm glad I got to touch base with you. I hope you have a lovely day. I'm thinking about you. And want to thank you very much for the emails I'm a very happy woman. Thank you. And yeah, if you want to touch base, please do. And I will catch you next time. All right. Bye for now. Mwah.